Let's widen the lens here a little bit, Coach Sark, and look at your profile. Okay, here's what I see. Father was an Armenian-Iranian immigrant, came to the U.S. 1959. Mom, Irish-American from Boston. You grew up in Torrance, California, just down the road here, significant Hispanic population. Grew up Catholic, attended BYU, the most prominent Mormon college in the world probably, and you married a Japanese American. I mean, ain't that America?
That's right.
I mean, you're the whole Rainbow Coalition here.
You know what's funny? You know, I've got kids, obviously. I've got a 12-year-old daughter, a 9-year-old son, a 6-year-old daughter. And it's always right around the second grade. Each one of them has come to me, Daddy, what am I? And I say, you know what, you're American. I don't, well, you're an eighth this, half this, half this. You know, I think that is America. And I think that we should be grateful for the opportunities that we have in this country. That we really control our own destiny. We can achieve what we want to achieve. It takes hard work. I'm fortunate I had 2 parents that instilled that in me. I was the youngest of 7 kids. I always had to, whatever I got, I earned, whether it was the milk on the kitchen table on Sunday night dinners or playing time in Little League, you know. And it's fun for me to instill that now in my own kids. It's fun for me to instill that in the kids in our program here at SC because we've got players from every walk of life, and now we're in one locker room together, and it takes a team to win championships, and I think that we're really starting to understand that.
Well, do you remember that being kind of a difficult question for you to answer as a kid? What am I? What are you?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think.
Kind of name is Sarkisian.
What is Armenian? I don't even know where Armenia where it is, but you know, I didn't worry too much about it. I'm thankful that I am. You know, I think it's a proud culture. One that you know, people that had to overcome a lot. You know, when you start looking back at the genocide and all those things of what the Armenian culture had to overcome, but at the end, you know, I'm fortunate. Like I said, I've got 2 great parents who instilled all of the traits that matter. You know, of being successful in this job and being a successful person and a husband and all those things. So I'm grateful.
You don't look at first blush like a guy who was a great college quarterback, but we know that you were at BYU. But what interests me, Sark, is coming out of West Torrance High School, you're what, 6 feet, 165 pounds?
Yeah.
Nobody wanted you.
No.
And here you go on to become this great, not good, a great college quarterback. So what did everybody miss, and maybe what did you miss about yourself?
Well, it was interesting. I was a 2-sport athlete, and I actually chose to come to SC out of high school as a baseball player. I was much more highly recruited in baseball than in football, and I thought, well, this is what I'm supposed to do. You know, you're supposed to go do what everyone's telling you you're supposed to go do. So I came here to play baseball, and then I missed the game. I said, you know, I love that game. I grew up playing baseball my entire life. I didn't start playing football until the 9th grade, and I missed football. I loved it, and so I went back to junior college. I said, I'm going to do both. I'm going to see what happens, and as I come to find out for myself was I wasn't ever going to be the biggest guy. I wasn't ever going to be the fastest guy. I wasn't ever going to have the strongest arm, but I could play with the biggest heart. I could play with the most effort, and I could know our plays so well that I'd be the fastest mental player on every snap. So those 3 things took no talent. They took hard work, they took great effort, they took a big heart.
Or maybe they're talents, but just different kinds of talents that aren't easy to see. Those are talents.
But ever since then, when I started to figure that out, and then I got into this profession, I said, you know, we're recruiting all these high-profile guys. I mean, look at these guys: Mark Carrier, Troy Polamalu behind us. What makes these guys unique? Ronnie Lott. They have the physical talent, and they had those other talents. And I think some of those talents people don't even know they have inside of them. You have to bring it out of them. And so that's how I've always tried to coach, and to coach guys into, you don't have to be a less physically talented person to be an overachiever. You can be really physically gifted and still overachieve. And that is really the ultimate compliment anybody can get, that you did more than anybody ever expected of you to do. And I really believe I was able to do that on the football field. And I really try to coach our players the exact same way. If you can achieve more than anybody ever thought you were capable of achieving, then in your mind you should feel like, you know, I was successful.